Hello. I'd like to teach you a couple techniques to help calm your nervous system. These will activate what is called your vagus nerve, and that is part of your parasympathetic nervous system. That is the part of our nervous system that we want to activate to be able to bring in calm and ease and reduce anxiety. When you practice these things consistently over a long period of time, you're actually creating new pathways in your brain. So you're changing your neurobiome, and that affects your nervous system directly, bringing more ease and peace and stability, which is a wonderful thing. So you can do this at any time, these quick little practices. It's best if you're practicing daily. So just pick one you like, pick two you like, and you can use them whenever you need them. Okay. So the first one is an ear massage, where you just take your ears, if this feels good to you, and you can close your eyes, just kind of pull gently your ear out and kind of rotate it around, whatever feels good to you, kind of in all directions, and breathing deeply in and out through your nose as you do it. You want to make sure you do both sides so that you're nice and even. And by doing that, we're telling our brain that everything's fine, because when we get more tense or anxious, everything gets focused in more, in a way, right? Like everything else kind of starts shutting down, and it's more of like a survival fight and flight feeling. And by keeping the senses open and aware of the surroundings like that, it's telling our nervous system that you're safe and everything is fine, which it is. So that's one. Another one we can do is massaging our neck. So our vagus nerve comes out of C10, the cervical spine 10. So if you kind of rub around here, and usually there's a lot of tension, just gently kind of rubbing on your neck, both sides, and again, breathing through your nose. All the time at computers, driving, sitting, all of that, it contributes to the tightness. But again, it's giving that feedback to our system that everything is fine, right? You can work down to your shoulders. I'm ready for some real body work now. Do that as long as you like. I'm moving through these fairly fast just because I'm giving you a list of different tools to try. This isn't a full practice. So I do offer those, and they are in a portion of my site. So if you're interested, you can go look at that. But these are just some quick tools that you can have to be able to pull out of your toolbox when needed and help yourself. Another one, I'm looking down at my little cheat sheet I wrote for myself, is eye rotations. So eye rotations are wonderful. What you can do, and I usually do this right before bed, but especially since we spend so much time looking at screens for a lot of us in our daily life with work, this is wonderful for your eyes, and it's also taps into our vagus nerve. So what we do is you want to go to the maximum range of motion. So your eyes go up and then they go down. They go up and then they go down. And then you'll move them diagonally. So the lower right corner, upper left corner. Biggest range of motion they can go without moving your head. And you can move back and forth like that a couple times. And then you can do the opposite. So upper right corner to lower left corner. And you can link your breath and your movement with this, which is actually harder to do than say, because our eyes move so rapidly, and our breath, we want to make our breath long and smooth and subtle. So you're lengthening your breath, and you really have to focus on slowing your eyes down to try to match the movement with your breath. So try that, experiment with that. Another one is side to side. So side to side. And again, I'm doing them faster than maybe you would. And then full eye circles. So starting anywhere you'd like, top, bottom, sides, wherever. But I'll start at the bottom and then going around to the largest range of motion you can, circling up to the top, down the side to the bottom, maybe doing that a couple times in one direction, and then turning it around and going in the opposite direction, always wanting to do it both ways on both sides to create the balance. And then blinking your eyes is really good for your eyes, just a bunch of rapid blinks. So those are some things that you can do. Another, this one's one of my favorites, it's called Brahmari breathing. And it's bee breath is what it is. So you'll inhale deeply through your nose. As you exhale, your lips will stay closed and you'll hum like the sound of a bee throughout the entire exhale. So trying to make the exhale very long and feeling the vibration, picking the right tone so that you're actually feeling the vibration in your chest. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate. That one just felt so good. But do that numerous times and feel the effects on your nervous system. That's wonderful for calming, just really focusing in on the vibrations in your chest, playing with different tones, right? The lower tones are going to be more supportive to calming our nervous system. Let's see. Here's another one. Taking your hands and clasping them, putting them behind your head, and then sitting with a nice extended spine, turning your torso and chest, your hips stay facing forward, up to the left, and bringing your eyes to look all the way up to like the corner of the room or wherever you are, as far as your eyes will go. And you just stay there, lightly pressing your head into your hands and your hand into your head, and just breathing. Nice deep breaths. And eventually, you get that, which is the yawning reflex. And that is what we want. That is getting into your parasympathetic nervous system. So go ahead and do the other side. And sometimes this might take a while, or one side happens faster than the other side. The more activated you are, the longer it can end up taking. And you can even stay here for, you can go back and forth once you even get the response. If it took a while, go ahead and do it again on both sides and bring your nervous system down a little bit more if you want. This side's taking longer than the other side for me, but I've been teaching all morning, so that might be it. Because I have to be activated for that. There we go. Oh, that's so enjoyable. Okay, so that's another one. Let's see, you could also hug yourself, giving yourself a hug. You can rock from side to side. You can hum while you're doing that, all of that, holding the inner child inside and soothing them.
You can rock back and forward. You figure out what works best for you. You can go in circles, which feels best to you. Yeah, I think for me, I like either the side to side. Side to side seems to feel the best to me. Play with all of those though and figure out what works for you, because that's all that matters. Is what works for you and getting to know what works for you. Another one is, this is wonderful, is doing a little self massage. And you can do this anywhere. You can be in a meeting and just kind of squeezing, like giving little squeezes. This is giving feedback to your nervous system, right? 80% of our stimulus is coming from the body towards the brain. Only 20% is going from the brain to the brain telling the body what's going on. So if we're bringing in information, 80% of it is going from the body to the brain for the information. This is good information, right? It's like, oh yeah, oh, I'm safe. Oh, that feels good. Everything's good. Everything's fine. You could do your scalp, depending on where you are. You could do your whole body, right? Calves, giving just gentle squeezes. It's not, the full-on deep tissue massage. That feels great at times too. This is just squeezing, giving your body a little bit of input of like, oh yeah, okay, there's my thighs, my butt, my stomach, my ribs. Yeah. So it's like everything's okay. I'm in my body. I'm good. Okay. So try that out. Of course, connection with loved ones, friends, loved ones, really feeling that heart-to-heart connection. Feel like you are being seen, being by people who see you, who hear you. That's the gold standard, right? Pets, you can do mirroring with pets, where if you have a pet you really love, like I've got a dog, love her madly, and just cuddling up and petting and kind of just, just interchanging that energy, that nice, calm, loving energy. So feeling that and feeling the love you have for that animal. Those are pretty much all of the little tips for right now. So I hope you try those, see what works for you, get to know what works for you, and enjoy. All right. Thank you.